See that. Oh my god! Ew, that giant spider was hiding under my broom. I usually keep it above the doorway. This one big motherfucking spider. Whew. No freaking thank you, nature. I also don't know what it is. I only know California spiders. I'm not from here. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to kill it though. God, what if it laid eggs in my broom? It's like brown and slightly furry. I'm so not here for it. I don't want to kill it, but I don't want it here. My neighbors better not see me with my hat on. They're very Christian. I need you to get into the balls, darling. Into the balls, yes. Let me take you outside, friend. Can you get on the broom? Just get on it. Just get on it. Please. He's like poking it. Please, sir. Oh, no, not the top of the doorway. He just squeezed himself into the... I don't want you there. I mean, he's not gonna live for more than a couple days. There's nothing in my house to eat. Do you eat chicken and broccoli? Do you eat peanut butter? I don't fucking think so. What are you gonna do? Cool, so... And in Harm None, Do As Ye Will is an intention. This video was supposed to be about how intentions are more important than goals, but I'm starting to see that they're equally important because the goal was to get the spider out of my house. The intention was to do it without bloodshed. And I failed the goal. I now have an arachnid roommate, but at least I can sleep with a clean conscience. What the fuck, I sound like a vegan. Goals are important. Intention is important. But goals get all the love. Everyone talks about this. No one pays attention to intention. And so today we're talking about, you guessed it, intention. What it is, why I tend to prioritize this more than goals, and the 3 laws for setting intentions. Decreed here in Castle Idea Sex. Let's start here. People think I'm a witch. I get it all the time. And people who think I'm a witch are right, but they're also wrong. Because I almost never do ritual magic. I have never danced naked under the full moon in praise of Mother Maiden and Crone, although I'm not saying I wouldn't. And I've never turned anyone into a newt. No, except that one peasant.
Well, she turned me into a newt. A newt. We got better.
I do not feel the need to do these things because I know that as humans, our single most important spell is intention. We are the only species on this planet who can envision something and then make it happen. Envision something in our mind's eye and then manifest it. And I don't just mean in a law of attraction way. I mean it in the sense that we can handcraft our reality through usually our decisions. And that is, to me, what it means to be made in the image of God, to have that sort of creative potential in us to create things, or like divinity light. Create comes from the Latin word cretus. Creatus, look, I don't know how to say it, but it means to produce or to bring forth. And usually there's a long stretch between the inception of an idea and the manifestation of that idea, the spark of an idea and the attainment of a goal. Most people set goals. Many people make plans to reach those goals, but I don't know too many people who set intentions. And so if a goal is like the finish line, right? For example, someone's goal is they want to become self-employed. The plan would be whatever business model they chose to get them there. So maybe someone wants to do FBA, so I can be self-employed, or I'm going to do affiliate marketing, I'm going to do print on demand, drop shipping, whatever. The business model becomes the plan or the vehicle to reach the goal. And so if a plan is what we do to reach a goal, and intention is how we do it. So for example, in this case, maybe the intention is to become as knowledgeable as possible in digital marketing. Maybe it's to treat all of this as a learning experience. And what's nice about setting intentions is it takes a little bit of pressure off of us. If we're only ever focused on a goal where we want to be, it can be very hard to be present. And as someone who is pretty goal oriented, I struggle with this all the time. I'm like, I know where I want to be, but I'm right here. How do I close this gap? And if I'm only ever focused on the finish line, then I'm only here for the prize and not for the moment. And this is now is where all the magic happens. Like our life doesn't start tomorrow. It doesn't start 5 years from now. It doesn't start when we have the perfect job. It's now. And I have to constantly remind myself of this because I fall into this trap of being goal oriented. And I don't think there's anything wrong with setting goals and going after them. But when it comes at the expense of the journey, this can be problematic. And so by setting an intention, what we're doing is taking a little bit of emphasis off of the goal and putting it on the process so we become more process oriented. Here's another example. Say your goal is to find your person. And in order to do this, you're going to go on as many dates as you can. That's the plan. So goal, find person, plan, go on dates, intention. An intention might be to have fun. But really, just that simple. It might be to show up authentically and hold space. Although I don't know, I feel like a lot of people set the intention today of like, I'm going to slam the ham. I'm going to spear the bearded clam. Take all one eye to the optometrist. That's how the kids say it nowadays, right? I don't know. I live under a rock. Maybe the intention is to take a genuine interest in people and hold space for them. Easy, right? Okay, here's some examples of intentions that I would not use. Me personally, I am going to be so witty and charming. I am going to dazzle the socks off of these people. They're going to be so impressed with me. I'm going to say all the right things. These would never work for me, ever. I don't think they would work for a lot of people because I think these are the kind of intentions that would create the kind of pressure that makes us crumble. And that brings us to rule number 1 of setting intentions, which is to never set intentions that feel like a burden. They should never feel heavy. They should always feel like a guidance system. For me, any one of those intentions would be anxiety inducing because they involve trying to control someone's perception of us. I have no interest in controlling people's perception of me. I only control how I show up. Those might work really well for some people, but for me, I always set intentions. For me to set intentions that don't feel heavy, it has to be about where I'm coming from and not about how other people are perceiving me. So law number 1 of setting intentions is that they should never feel like a burden. And law number 2 is to always surrender the outcome. So we set the intention and we surrender the outcome because an intention is not the same as an expectation. Those things aren't synonymous. So let me give an example. Say we're going in for a job interview. The last job interview I went into, I set the intention to show up authentically and to feel connected to the interviewer. Because I was a fit for that job, I was able to show up, connect with this person, and get the job. To me, feeling connected to someone doesn't feel heavy. That might to some people, and so again, it can be kind of a variable thing, that first law, however it fits you. But say I had showed up to the same interview and hadn't really vibed with the interviewer, like our values weren't aligned, we weren't vibing. In that case, I wouldn't want to force feeling connected, right? I've surrendered the outcome, and so if I'm not a fit for the company is not a fit for me, oh well. And this is why whenever I set an intention, I always follow it with surrendering the outcome. So my intention is this, but I'm also okay with it if it doesn't go that way. Okay, here's the good part. Whenever I have taken this approach, I have never, ever, not once in my friggin' life been disappointed when I've taken this approach. Because all disappointment is the result of unmet expectations. Think about it, right? So have no expectations and you're untouchable. Law number 3, the third and final law of setting intentions, is to spell it out because our word is our destiny. And this is why neuropsychologists talk about the importance of writing out our goals or our visions of the future, because in doing so, we affirm it to ourselves and make it much more likely to actually happen. Let's bring this full circle. It is important to spell out an intention. Spell has 2 meanings. Spell, as in to spell like the letters in a word, And spell, the noun form, as in to cast a spell, to make magic. And magic, in witchcraft, all it is the means by which we influence our reality.
Bibbidi bobbidi, give me that jobbity.
And crafting our reality to be something that is fulfilling, to be something that makes us proud, requires, I think, some combination of goals, plans, and intentions. I think all three of these things, goals, plans, and intentions, are part of how we make things happen in the world. But I stand by what I said, that intention is our strongest spell, because goals and plans are external, but intention happens right here. And this is really where the power is. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me on Idea Sex. As always, my intention is to have idea sex with internet strangers. Until next time, stay blessed. Honestly, I actually caught that, okay? I give up. Oh my god. I don't want to adult anymore.